Welcome to Vampire the Masquerade New Orleans by Night. This is chapter 5 of our story. We'll go ahead and get right into it as we always do with a recap. Adam, you are on the chopping block this week. Can you tell us what happened to the best of your recollection? And y'all feel free to chime in too if you remember something.
Well, oh man, that was really just one of those days, that you just didn't want to wake up.
He played Limp Bizkit before this started.
Everything was fucked. Everybody sucks.
Everybody sucks.
Yeah. I didn't really know why, but I just had to justify ripping someone's head off, which I didn't do, mind you. But anyways, that was emotionally how Andre felt that night.
Yes.
So I know it started with Andre talking with Sierra after their wild
incident.
Night out. Yeah, their wild incident. It was all cleaned up, and Sierra had Andre give some blood to Wilson.
Mm-hmm.
Winston.
God, why do I keep doing that? I said the name first too, and it's been said Wilson enough times.
He can be whichever one.
Yeah,
we
the
know
W man.
who we're
I
talking
think
about.
anything it's funnier that I keep calling him something different.
Yes.
So,
Wisconsin.
yeah. So, so I learned to give some blood to my
Ghoul.
Ghoul. Yeah. And then Sierra sat me down and told me about talked to me through like what we need to do with the Bywater district, and that we needed to talk to the residents there, Iris and Vicenta. We can call her Vicenta now, I assume, right?
Yes. The cat's out of the bag.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
Persephone/Vicenta.
Yes, Persephone/Vicenta. And so we needed to discuss business plans, either kicking them out or retooling their businesses in any way that we can get the Bywater district up in terms of business for vampires.
Mm-hmm.
And while that was happening, Vicenta was reading through the diaries of
Ella
Messina.
Stayed up all day doing
Stayed
that.
up and was very upset by it, and had to talk with Ig and let him know everything that was up about it. While that was happening, Iris and Erasmus were watching Star Trek and just having a jolly old time.
Vibing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. They had a vibe check and it passed.
For us.
Yeah.
Nobody else.
Yeah. And so, by that time, I believe Andre rolled up, talked to Iris first about the business plan, and Iris was not having much of any of it until Erasmus started kind of talking for her, essentially, kind of telling her like just to listen up. And so we created a business plan for the business, and we were going to change it to a bookstore / tarot card reading kind of thing. Mm-hmm. And Iris kind of came along a bit more with that and became half and half business partners with Erasmus after he said he was going to leave. Now he does. Now he's not. And now he owns your business.
We didn't make a cute little contract between us. I just remembered. So.
Yeah, we did make a contract with Andre.
Yes.
So then we went to Vicenta. Then Andre went to Vicenta to talk to her, and she was just not in the mood for it. She was not in the mood for it, and things almost came to blows, it seemed like, for a second there.
And then you said you were going to suck your own dick, and then she was like, okay, well, we can talk for 5 minutes.
Oh, yeah!
Okay,
That's right.
because I was talking to the beast.
You are.
I was talking to my beast and telling my beast that he can suck my dick.
Yes.
But
at that point, maybe it was like, oh, he's had a rough day.
So
okay,
all Vicenta heard was that I wanted to fellatiate myself.
And she was like,
as I'm walking out. And so then Erasmus, I forgot exactly what triggered it, but he had an idea.
He did something. Yeah, he did something.
Idea.
He did something in the house and put up a ward, is basically.
Yes.
And Vicenta/Persephone felt that ward start.
Yes. Ig came in at the moment she started to feel it, and Ig thought that Andre had something to do with it because of the last conversation that we had. Ig wanted to come and start some fucking shit. He just wanted to talk some shit to me, so that we were at to come to blows again. But cooler heads prevailed, luckily, and he left. And then I talked with Erasmus and Iris about the ward, try to figure out what the heck's going on here. And then Erasmus decided he's going to talk to Vicenta, and I think that's where we left off.
That's exactly where we left off. Good job.
Woo!
A little bit of housekeeping. You guys should all be at 6 XP now. I don't know if
we didn't do this.
If I assigned that to you last week or not. I don't think I did. So let's make sure we.
I was at 6.
We were at 6 already.
We should be at like 8 now.
That is correct.
Okay.
You should be at 8.
Sweet.
Yes, you should have gotten 2, whatever
Thank you.
that brings you to.
Thank you.
You are welcome. So, yes. As we left it, an acknowledgement by 2 individuals of a nickname and a true name. He kind of smiles a little warmly, as if he's remembering something.
He's walked in right now, right?
He's outside the door.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, she's opened the door. He's outside.
Got it.
You 2 are just around the other side.
We're in our shop.
In
He
the
said
shop
we had to
still.
stay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Waiting on this. Monica, I want Iris to remember something though. You were supposed to go eat, and he never took you.
Yeah.
That got interrupted. Are you okay with that right now, or is it going to be a problem?
I'm okay, but it does worry me of what's about to go down, and if he gets hungry.
Sure. Okay.
Rouse check.
No, you're all still awake
Okay.
right now, so you're okay. It's the same day or night. So he says, "You mind if I come in and we talk real quick?"
She looks at him for a second. And she goes, "As long as the rules of hospitality are observed, you may enter."
Well, of course. Of course. I just have a few questions, and I'll be on my way. And I'm sure you do, too.
She shows him into the chapel
Okay.
portion.
He goes with you. And he says, "I just have, like I said, a couple questions, and I think it might be best if you and your coterie mates, we all kind of talk. Maybe is he your child, too?"
We will talk, and then we can have discussions
Okay.
of other things.
Yeah. Where you been?
Venice,
Before that?
Enoch,
Where's that?
and the Tempest, a remnant of the first city of Cain.
How long were you there?
Decades.
Were you there in 1987?
She's consulting her timeline.
Okay.
She's trying to be accurate.
To the timeline.
No.
Were you here in 1987?
In part.
I mean, here, New Orleans.
Yes. I had an appointment to keep.
Well,
And she kind of gestures to herself when she does that.
was that so why are you skin riding? And why did you decide to skin ride in 1987?
Well, started off as skin riding. It's not what it's ended up being.
Well, you took over.
Yes.
I see.
A Giovanni.
Mm-hmm.
One that I had had a relationship with for some time. And then she decided that instead of working together towards a goal, that she would use me for her own means towards a goal.
Well, why are you in New Orleans right now?
To get what is mine.
And what's that?
I'd rather not tell you exactly what it is.
Well, I have secrets too, you know.
I'm sure.
I don't know if you know this, maybe you heard, maybe you didn't, that I was with Ella Messina for quite some time after you disappeared. I'll tell you all about her. If you're here to finish her work.
I don't know what Ella Messina's work was. And she's very bitter and very angry when she says it.
You don't know? Really and truly?
Erasmus, when I was sent to Enoch, the last that we had known and discussed was that I would learn in the city of Cain. And then when the time came, I would come back to the Skinlands and we would take our vengeance on the Giovanni.
And the people of New Orleans, huh?
People of New Orleans are no consequence to me.
Well, they matter to me, Miss Giovanni. It's become my home.
Congratulations. I mean,
and I'll
the
ask
people...
you again, and tell me true. Are you here to find out what she was doing and finish her work?
I'm here for my fucking fetter, you dull stone.
Oh, I got that. I know where the other one is, too.
Uh-oh. There isn't another one.
You mean them old journals?
They were destroyed.
Oh. Where'd you read that? I know where one is. There's one.
That is a shared fetter.
With who?
Patches.
Oh, yeah. That one. I wonder why he's still around.
Do not harm it.
I can't. But if you want to go in there and let's all have a talk and the truth comes out about who you are and whether or not they want to stick around with you, I'll be all right with that.
They will not know what I am.
Well, sooner or later they will, unless you don't want to be around them. It's dangerous, and you need to know why it's dangerous. And they need to know too. Especially mine. She's sweet, but she's simple.
She is not as simple as you give her credit for.
No, I don't mean the way that you think. I'm sorry. I don't mean dumb. She just believes the world works the way she thinks it does. And I can't explain it to you any other way than that, but it makes sense to me and I get where she's coming from.
And you want to snuff it out already?
No.
This life will do that already.
No. She's already proven she's strong enough to make it.
Yes, she has, considering she hasn't had a sire this entire time.
Well, you know, you didn't have much of one either.
I had
You want to
no
hear the
longer.
story or not? Because I'm going to go tell them. I can leave parts out that need to be left out.
You said you have your own secrets.
I do.
Would you want them exposed?
They will be soon enough. I'm already damned. All of us are, aren't we?
Yes, we are.
That's the deal. I'll tell you all about Ella Messina.
What do I need to know about my sire? Sitting there sulking, sitting there stewing, being eaten up by hate and vengeance.
Planning to kill every mortal in New Orleans. I'm going back over.
Sit your ass down.
No, I'll see you in a minute. We'll be there. They're waiting on.
Sit down!
You want a frenzy check?
Yes.
All right. So give me your willpower.
Okay. Do I have
You should have. I think you all met.
Do you roll a red one or no? With
No,
willpower? Okay.
no, not with those.
4.
Oh, you're fine.
Okay.
It's just anger.
Mhm.
It's not the anger from within, you know. And he just kind of stops and he looks at you and he says, "You're not the one with the power here right now." And it feels really good, I'm sorry to say that to a Giovanni.
Sit down and tell me what you need to say.
And he gets up and he starts to walk towards the door.
She yells, "Ig."
And he comes out and he looks.
Can he show Mr. Casey to a seat?
All right. Hold on.
Actually, no. Hang on. She wouldn't do that.
I wanted to get in there.
No. No, because does she know what Malkavians can do?
I would imagine.
Okay, then she does not do that. Never mind. The demontation? No, never mind.
Yeah, you.
Never mind. No.
It's about to be bad times for you.
No.
Didn't want no part of that.
No.
No. In that case, she goes see Mr. Casey to the door.
I'll see you in a minute.
Take the L.
Fuck you, whore son.
Oh!
And Erasmus is back. He's smiling. He goes, "Well, that went as well as I expected it would."
Okay.
It went terribly, didn't it?
Oh, of course.
Yeah. They're
There's-
not very friendly over there.
No. That apple don't far fall from the tree sometimes. She's been through a lot.
What does
A
that
lot.
mean?
Stuff you and I can't imagine. For a long time. Say, y'all want dinner? I'm hungry. That ain't a good thing.
Okay.
Sure.
She's still just very wary. Like, what the fuck is going on? I don't understand.
And he comes around. He's like, "You want to start the car?" Well. And he, "Miss Giovanni, we're going to dinner. We'd be honored if you went with us." It's just,
They can't all fit in the car. We can't all fit in the car.
You know, well, Egg's pretty big.
it would be
Well,
It would be
could sit in the
5.
front.
It would be
It could
5.
fit.
It'd be cozy, but
Yeah,
yeah.
it would be cozy. If Egg wants to go.
Yeah.
And he's just looking at you like,
Because it's okay. Hang on. Because it's Iris and Erasmus, Andre and. Oh, okay. God, I can't. Goddamn, count.
Andre's alone right now. It's
Sorry.
alright.
I feel
In
like
my
if
mind, I
feel
could
like
not-
If Sierra was here, this would be
Yeah.
very
Oh.
different.
yeah, it
you
would be
know.
a different story,
I'm
but
gonna
it's
hang
the
out
5
with
of you. Yeah, it's just cozy.
We can do it.
I mean, she already told him what was up. Ig, right?
Correct.
Okay, so this is nothing he's gonna.
No, there's no truth bombs other than what you don't know.
Yeah, and she probably tells him that. She goes, "There should be nothing exposed except what I myself don't know."
Because I'll wring his little fucking neck if he does anything that's gonna.
Don't. These are Malkavians and they are dangerous. She goes, "You can withstand just about any kind of physical torment that can come your way, but they don't fight with the physical. They fight in here."
All right, but I'm sitting between you and him.
That's fine.
That means I get shotgun.
You do. You get to ride up front and be off.
Is that all right with you? I think we ought to go out somewhere, maybe out of town. A longer drive, or we drive for a little while and then we go get food, or maybe we go get food. And
Maybe
then
just shut up and get in the car.
She's already shown up then.
Yeah, did she?
Yeah, I guess she just
Like,
comes
give it-
storming out.
Yeah,
while he's saying all
just got
this.
walks in. Just like, why don't you shut the fuck up and get in the car? Oh, hi.
Someone's angry.
Why would she get a Snickers?
Oh, there was a dog one time named Snickers that I got. I can't do that no more. But,
What the fuck?
Is he saying he ate a dog or that he just
Yeah.
wanted?
It happens. I knew a guy who ate a dog. I could smell it right on him.
yeah, it's got a distinct odor, like they've been out in the rain or something.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, let's
This
get in the
is
fucking
sad.
car.
Get in the fucking car.
All right, shotgun.
So you begin to drive. Mr. Ducard, you can pick where we go. I trust your judgment,
I
sir.
thought we were going to the French Quarter.
Well, I can't make up my mind. I'm hungry, but I also know we need to drive and there needs to be a long talk. And we need to do it away from everybody's
And
cell
you're
phones
wanting
off,
to
please.
have this talk while your beast is barely at bay.
Yeah, why don't we eat
Oh, no,
first?
I'm fine. I'm a little peckish.
Let's eat first. No, let's not have this conversation on an empty stomach, no matter how empty it is. Let's just eat.
I agree with you. She was a sweetheart. I really am growing to like her a lot.
Iris, you should.
Yeah. I'm sorry again. And I'm sorry for stirring the pot.
No, you're not. You're
Yeah.
just like LaDonna.
Oh.
Such a fucking pot stirrer.
He's just looking at Andre like, the kids are fighting in the back.
And it just kind of tenses, just like, and pushes you like with his shoulder a little bit.
Like, shut
And
the
he
fuck
man
up.
spreads a little
Yeah.
further on your side.
Yeah, exactly.
Shut up, mother!
Yeah. No, I'm nothing like her.
It really was sad at the time. It really made turned stomach, if you could say I had one. The way she would fawn over you like a fucking pet.
I think some drunk people sounds kind of good.
You might be right. Well, we're not far, so.
It really was sad. You were a good man, and you did not deserve the fate that befell you.
Well, it happened, didn't it?
Yes, it did.
And it's too late now, and I could have got busy living or got busy dying, to quote a book. And I chose the other. I chose to try to live with what I had. Sometimes I wish I didn't. Sometimes I wish I had thought I'd made a big mistake. Real big mistake. It got real bad. Especially around in the 80s. Hey, you kids want to hear a story?
I guess.
It's about a lady whose journals she's going through.
Oh, Ella Messina.
Yeah. We were in a coterie together, if you will. Whether I wanted to be or not, I was. A pack, really, is what they called it. When you had, when you were Sabat.
Sierra was in that pack too, was she not?
No, she is in her own thing. So a pack's like a coterie. I guess us right here, we're a coterie right now.
Doesn't feel like
We're
it.
not killing each other, so we're a coterie.
Not
That's
yet.
how it works.
That is the loosest
Andre's like, I'm gonna crash this fucking car. Shut up.
definition I have ever heard.
Do what?
She said that is the loosest definition she has ever heard.
Well, coteries trust each other and they tell them stuff.
Well, you haven't told us much of anything, and you're acting real weird. So, either spit it out, or actually, yes, just spit it out. That's your only option. Spit it out. I'm tired of this feeling on
I think
ants.
that's what he's doing.
Hey, look, we're here.
Okay.
And then I have to slam on the brakes because I don't know where here is.
You're in the French Quarter.
Okay.
You're pulling up into the French Quarter.
Okay.
I'm going to hand wave feeding if you need to, because the French Quarter is so plentiful.
Cool.
As long as you do not drain a human being, you can go down to 1 hunger.
Okay.
As long as you were not above 3. If anybody was above 3, then
I'm at 1 hunger.
you can't go any lower unless you kill a human being.
Well, then can I just like hang out?
Yes, of course. Yeah. Are you feeding?
Fuck no.
I just want to check. Just no reason. All right.
I
Could eat a
take
dog or
blood
something,
from
right?
some drunk chicken.
Even
All
a
right, so you're
dog
buzzed.
would wig the fuck
Yes,
out.
I'm
Like
buzzed
you would
'cause
hear
I'm
like a
stressed
dog
out.
screaming
Yelping,
and howling,
yeah.
and it would.
Yeah. It would be bad.
What about
Yeah.
Ig? Does he have the painful shit too?
Yeah.
Yes.
So, and he fed earlier.
Is that why you wanted to go out of town?
Well, so there are places in cities called the Rack. They are prime feeding. It's pretty safe as long as you're careful and smart about it. You can feed pretty safely. And those are guaranteed by the prince, to be protected places and blah, blah, blah. And the French Quarter is that. Especially late at night when it's party central and there's a lot of people out. You can just, grab somebody in the alley. Takes about 30 minutes for these two to feed.
I need the bywater to be that.
That's probably a thought you have.
Yeah.
So yeah, it is a valid thought that the bywater is what this should become. Yeah, and you see exactly why the prince and Sierra want that. It makes a lot of sense, especially how close bywater is to this area. And so your gears probably start clicking. But about that time, Erasmus and a little bit of a chuckly, more, I don't know how Iris is as a drunk, but...
Probably depressed.
Okay. Well, maybe not
dang.
chuckly. So she comes back looking a little more morose and serious then. Never mind. Anyway, they're heading back to the car. They get in, and they're like, all right, sir. We can go for that drive now if you're ready.
Okay.
I'll pay for you some gas. And he hands you $5.
If we're in the French Quarter,
Thanks for the teaspoon.
Yeah.
yeah, 1 gallon.
Yeah.
Is this happening right now?
Close.
Yeah,
It's
gas
close.
prices right now.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot.
Maybe. Yeah.
It's fine. Luckily, I'm rich anyway. It's like pity change or whatever. I probably wouldn't even use it.
He's like, ew. It's probably, does it
Yeah.
smell like dirt and shit? Is it one of the old bills?
Yeah, it is.
He's like,
Yeah. I'm going to be driving from French Quarters through Marigny or whatever, and then I want to drive by water and kind of around St. Claude.
Okay. So you guys drive through, so it's nicer areas that you're...
So
driving
away
through.
from the lower 9th Ward.
Yeah. So not anything sketch.
Yeah. No, I just want to see the areas.
No offense to people that live there. I'm sorry, but...
I just want to see the areas that are near Bywater that are like... the areas that touch Bywater.
Yeah.
Obviously, I know lower 9th Ward.
Almost
but
like a scouting mission.
I'm scouting.
Yeah,
I'm
I
doing
gotcha.
it personally.
You're
just to
multitasking.
Yes.
Yeah, multitask. That's true.
I mean, he's basically hostage and he was basically just being used for his car, so
Yeah.
he could drive wherever the fuck he wants.
But Erasmus wanted you here.
Yep.
How's Vicenta feeling right now?
Like a caged animal. I mean, she didn't get treated this shittily with freaking necromancers. Now, granted, most of them don't know what she is.
Mm-hmm.
But, it's a little just like, I can sit there and get through all that. And then this piece of shit that I didn't even have. There wouldn't have been none if he didn't start none. Okay? Like, seriously. She would have got in, tried to get what was hers, and left. He started it.
I think that's why he's not being nice to you. It's because he doesn't want you to get what you wanted and leave.
My fetters?
That's exactly right. As far as you can tell. Maybe that's going through your mind.
Yeah.
That little voice is saying that.
Oh, I know. Shadow's having a field day.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, he sits for an uncomfortably long time, waiting for anybody to say anything. And if you want to, feel free to speak up.
This is his show. Iris probably says it, all right. Spill it.
Well, those journals that you've been going through, have that been fruitful? Find anything? We got to report back to the prince anyway.
You don't report back anything.
Oh,
Yeah,
you
that
do.
was her job.
Well, I can fill in the gaps if you found anything. If you let us know maybe what you found.
I'm just looking at my car window.
I'm trying to think. I don't, because part of me just wants to be like, it's none of your fucking business what I found, even though what she has found is awful, and she knows it's fucking bad. Like, she doesn't know all of it, and she hasn't translated all of it, but just the fact, the wraith binding, is she's like, oh fuck.
If she doesn't want to tell us, she doesn't have to tell us. You just put her on the spot here, man.
Well, that's true. Well, let me tell you what I know about Ella Messina, just in good faith, and maybe we can start a dialogue.
Okay, that's what we're here
That's
for.
what we're supposed to do. You're right. You're right. Ella Messina Giovanni came to New Orleans in the early 1900s with her child Maldo, and
Maldo wasn't her child.
I know that.
Maldo was an opportunistic piece of shit. Whose reach exceeded his grasp.
She also came with her other child in a box in torpor. Tried to.
Didn't make it.
Mm-hmm. Okay, wait. I need one voice in this story right now. I'm getting real confused.
I think it's all right if she talks. The child didn't make it all the way, and there was an unfortunate accident.
It wasn't an accident.
And the child met her final death. The child, I believe, Ella Messina's first and only, up to that point anyway. But a child, in a stroke of miraculous luck, didn't die, really. Iris, me and you, we see the dead just like these two fine folks here do. These Giovanni. Mr. Ducard, I know you're an odd man out in this situation, but we see dead people. To quote that movie.
Okay.
Does he have the ability?
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
No, you're all just a bunch of little Haley Joel Osmonts to me.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I don't understand that reference.
I know. But anyway, this child remained in spirit. But one day went away and was expected to return by Ella Messina and did not.
Where did she go?
There are levels to the underworld, shall we say. I don't know the ins and outs of it.
So she was a wraith?
Yeah.
A what?
Ghost.
Like a ghost.
A haunt with unfinished business.
Was her business unfinished because somebody killed her? And that's why Persephone says it wasn't an accident? Is that what it was?
I imagine so. Maybe.
Okay, what the fuck does this have to do with me and my bookshop?
Well,
my tarot shop.
It has to do with learning the history of what we're up against and where I'm about to ask us to go. If somebody will cooperate. We'll see. But when I get to the end of my story, we'll find out. Well, so this Ella Messina. Y'all ever seen the movie Return of the Living Dead?
Yes.
Do you remember that feller in there, the tar man?
Yes.
That's what Ella Messina looked like in the 1900s.
Oh.
Early 1900s.
How'd she
By the 1980s, she was a walking skeleton. Hardly any meat on her. And Ella Messina started with good intentions, I believe. But over time, every day when you look in the mirror and your eyes see something that's no longer even looking human, well, I think it does something to you. And you start to believe, maybe, especially, yes, if you're Ella Messina, that you're the goddess of death and the bringer of death to humankind.
She's not saying anything, but you can see just start rolling.
And he's just looking forward out of respect. And you guys can't see this because your eye's forward. Ig does.
Well, technically,
Well, you could because of, rearview mirror. Yes. And you could catch glances if you know.
I probably will, but I won't make anything of it.
Right. And as the goddess of death, you learn of a ritual to bind a wraith, as we called them. The nasty ones, the ones that have lost all their humanity, are called specters. And you bind more of those because they're easy catches. And you keep doing it, and you keep doing it, and you keep doing it, till someday you realize, well, hell, I've got an army. And there's all these mortals out there who I need to bring the knowledge of what death and terror used to be to them now. You see, in the old days, the Black Death would come through, wipe out a whole village. Humanity, we have all this medicine and technology. Up until recently, I suppose we didn't ever really experience that fear of what could be in the dark, what could be out there to get us any minute and take us all out. And that is what Ella Messina felt her duty was. She was going to possess, kill, and terrify humanity, and to a degree kindred society, and make them learn that the Sabbat ran New Orleans.
Why do we care about this? Isn't she gone?
Yeah, she is.
Then why do we care?
Well,
because when you bind that many wraiths and specters, when the host dies, they're released.
Where?
Here.
Why haven't we seen any since 1987?
Because they got what they wanted.
What?
Revenge.
On
Ella Messina. You see, a group of hunters learned about her and her plans, and they disrupted her ritual. Right in the middle of it. Right during Pope John Paul's Mass. Under the street. Found her. And when that ritual is disrupted, those wraiths aren't real happy that somebody's been messing with them all this time.
If they're wraiths, they usually fall to their shadow and become specters.
So what does that have to do with now? Well, the current chief of police, Mr. Robert Carter, was a member of this hunter cell, and he went on and started the New Orleans Special Task Force. And that was shortly after this incident, maybe 3 or 4 years later. The New Orleans Special Task Force went on to become a part of the Second Inquisition.
Oh, fuck.
It's made up mostly of untouchable police officers, local FBI agents.
Oh, God.
Since they've been formed, no one by the name of Giovanni has been in this city. But now there's a funeral home with a bunch of those family folks working there. There are Giovanni around. Yes. He sees, kind of, you're looking like, what are you talking about? Yes. No Giovanni Hikada around.
Fair enough.
So you think this police chief and the Second Inquisition are going to come for Persephone?
If something ever tips them off, yeah. And she bears the last name and abilities of that? Maybe. Maybe so. So, that's my story. The other part of that story is that how did they find her?
Who?
Ella Messina hiding in the sewer to do this ritual. None of the Sabbat would have told her off. That tipped her off. That would have messed up their plans. Everybody in this town wanted that. You hear me, son? Everybody in this town wanted that.
They wanted the Pope to... What was going to happen?
They wanted to terrorize the humans and turn it into a Sabbat city. It was a means to an ends for them.
So what exactly would have happened if this ritual had worked?
There was about 3,000 people gathered in that square that night.
They would have ripped right through the shroud.
And those people. Maybe wouldn't got them all. Got a bunch of them, though.
That would have broken the Masquerade.
Spot don't care.
Well, I'm glad it didn't work.
There was one Spot that did care. And maybe he made a phone call.
You did it? Who'd you call? The hunters?
Anonymous tip to the police department.
Are you sure it was anonymous?
Yeah. Payphone and no name given.
And you waited that long?
I waited that long because there was only one way it was gonna stop. I could not have gone against her. I could not have fought her and LaDonna, who was also eager to see this happen.
You're pretty dangerous to ladies who are older than you, aren't you?
I'm a regular lady killer.
Mm-hmm. Maybe you're the one we should be scared of.
Oh, sure you should. Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Sure, I'm an older vampire. You should not trust any of us. And
So you said this task force is just hunting Giovanni's?
oh no, son, they'll get any of us. Don't put anything on that with the face tubes, the U-books. Don't do that. You know, I'm sure your sire told you about that.
So this story was to tell us that the story was just to tell us that that the police force is gonna come after us because we're vampires.
Well, that and this. There are those in this city that still believe in Ella Messina Giovanni's mission.
What? Who?
It's a small group, but they made your friends at the methadone clinic, if I'm suspecting right.
Oh, God.
I at least got
There's a
a
Mr.
little bit from
Sabat.
Mr. Salt before I had him fly to Arizona. And he said, I think what y'all confirmed, that he didn't know, he just woke up in a hole. Some porcelain skin lady laughing. There's only one porcelain skin lady I know. But I haven't been able to find them.
Who?
Lapis.
Who the fuck is Lapis? Do I know from the
No.
journal?
No. She's the child of Metatron.
Oh, that's Ella Messina,
What?
right?
What is a Metatron?
The voice of God.
Oh, shit, I didn't know that. Sorry. I take back what I said.
What is the Metatron in this sense? Because I guarantee you what you have heard from this.
Zamishe.
Oh, sweet Jesus. Oh, is this Miche?
He believes in the Sabbat wholeheartedly. Still. And has gone into hiding since, well, hell broke loose in the 90s for everybody.
Well, who all knows about this Lapis chick?
Most everybody, if you can find them. But they're hidden well.
Who?
And I
Have you
haven't
looked
been able
down?
to find them. And I've been looking.
Have you looked down?
I've looked down,
I
I've looked
meant-
up, I've looked around.
I mean,
Asked even Nosferatu.
the Camarilla.
Sorry.
How do they know about this? Surely
Oh.
this would be a bigger deal, or even connected to getting the Thin Bloods out. Does Prince Charity know about this?
A little.
Then we should tell her.
It's been told. And she didn't seem to take it serious. But I'm still not a full-fledged member of the Camarilla yet. They don't take me serious either. They don't always believe what I say. If I could get them out of this city, I feel like that's the last of it. I really do. And I've been looking for years, not able to find them. But I could, if somebody knew how to find a book for me.
What?
Then he turns and looks at you.
What book?
Just an old book from like the 1200s.
And what does that book have to do with anything?
Sentimental value, shall we say.
No. What does the book have to do with finding?
Because they have it.
Fuck.
You don't give a shit about me at all.
Are you crazy?
You don't give a shit.
Don't answer that.
You don't give a shit. You did this because this was your ulterior motive. You only came to find me because Persephone lives next door. You don't give a shit about me, and now you're trying to take my shop.
He does give a shit about you.
No, he doesn't. I'm just
Iris.
an accessory.
Iris, look at me. Look at me. He does give a shit. Right now, I would like nothing more than to rip his manhood apart and shove it where the sun doesn't shine. And I'm telling you, he gives a shit.
Quick player thing.
Mm-hmm.
Last game, did he tell us that he put a ward up?
Yes.
Yes.
He did.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't say what type, he just said he put...
Okay.
Yeah.
I just wanted to ask player-wise because...
Yeah, because he even said your sire may even have them. You know?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So, I'm just going to be like, okay, this still doesn't answer...
And he's hanging his head low after she's done that.
This still doesn't answer my question. After all of this.
What's that, Mr. Ducard?
We went on this. You went in there to talk to her.
Yeah.
About something. After you put the ward up.
Mm-hmm.
What in the hell is going on between you two right now? And
he looks at you. And he looks back at him and then looks at you. As if to say, your call.
With all due respect, Mr. Ducard, some things should just remain between certain parties.
That's the way she feels about it, sir. And I, out of respect, won't talk about what we discussed.
But rest assured, Mr. Card, I do apologize for my earlier outburst. And
what about your boy?
that is...
And he's just looking at you in the rearview mirror. He's like, dude, what's your deal? I didn't know.
He's in La Sombra, that's his deal. They can't help it.
He can help it.
You came
Arrogance.
up to me looking for a fight.
No, I came to you looking for information on what the hell was going on.
Bowing up, trying to fight me.
If
in the
somebody
case?
came after your sire and you thought somebody had started some shit, would you be in their face?
Okay, I'm slamming on the brakes and I'm pulling over.
All right. He looks like he's about to do something, and then all of a sudden she snaps her fingers.
And the look of don't you open your mouth.
And he kind of looks back, like back and forth, but then he just kind of stops making eye contact in the rearview mirror.
Okay. So I'm turning, I've pulled over and I'm looking back at him and I'm saying, listen to me right now. Know whose car you are in right now. Know who owns your building and your livelihood right now. And listen to me. Okay? I did not appreciate the way you came up to me. I understand why. I get it. I understand if my sire was in trouble, I would want to help too. But at the same time, just because you're built the way that you are does not mean you need to come up to me disrespectfully like that. We can have a talk, we can go back and forth and figure this out, but all we are going to do is breach the Masquerade and end up destroying each other in the middle of the street for everyone to see if we do not come to terms and work together. So I want to tell you right now, I had nothing to do with this ward that Erasmus put up there. Okay?
Yeah, man, I know. Dude, I made a mistake too, all right, man? I messed up. I fucked up. You're right. We got off on the wrong foot here, man. We don't need this shit.
We don't.
I don't even know who this guy is.
You don't.
I'm her child.
Oh, okay.
Dude, if you'll accept it, I'm sorry, man. I just...
All I ask...
It's kind of like her. No offense, but I feel like she doesn't get things sometimes, you know, like...
Tell him to shut the fuck up.
She motions for you to continue speaking.
But I just have to watch out for her because there's certain things she doesn't quite get.
Well, I understand and I appreciate where you're coming from with that. All I ask is for a little bit more respect.
I understand that.
Neither of us have given you the respect that you deserve, Mr. Ducard, and for that, you have our sincerest apologies.
Erasmus goes, I guess we haven't either.
Speak for yourself. What? I let him into my shop. I did
think
business with
everyone
him.
is side-eyeing Iris.
Pretty much.
So in her mind, since she hasn't fucking spit on you, she's like, yeah, we're cool. We're good.
She's sitting up there with Andre.
Yeah, she's like,
I'm up here because I'm
we're
nice.
best friends.
I'm the good one. I have shotgun. Well, I will need all of your help if we are to drive these people from our community. And I understand you have no vested interest in doing that. None. It's all on, for your mind's a fairy tale that I'm telling you, but it's a true story. And they are planning to bring Thin Bloods back, as we've seen, and to start terrorizing. There are worse things they can do.
out of character, what is the point of making Thin Bloods?
Shock troops.
It's shock troops. It's disposable
mortals
against
against
Camarilla.
Okay.
They throw them out there. They bury them so that they get deprived of blood and they frenzy.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, it's really fucked up. And if you live through it, they're like, well, maybe you have what it takes to be Sabat.
Gotcha.
You know, it also attracts attention of Second Inquisition.
Right.
And, you know, there's a bunch of implications.
Yeah.
So, since Charity wanted them out, do you think she knows all of this?
I informed her that the Thin Bloods we encountered were shovelheads, for lack of a better term.
One thing I do know, Mr. Ducard, is that there are some areas of town near yours that would be likely locations that they might be.
Are we thinking the lower 9th Ward?
As much as I hate to say it, yes.
That's where we ran into him last time.
That would indicate then, yes, sir. But these are Samishe, and if they're doing what I think they're doing, it could be quite scary. We may, if we think we have what it takes, we could report this information. If we find possibly where they are to the sheriff or the prince, if we wanted to get assistance there. But if we were to maybe be looked on as heroes and be in the Camarilla be in our debt for ridding them of this menace, That could go well in our favor, sir.
Well, I'm already the one that the prince seems to be looking at to rid of Thin Blood. Rid the city of Thin Blood anyways.
And I'll be honest with you, they don't consider me a full member yet, even though I had to do what I had to do to show that I wasn't Sabbat. I think, honestly, I think they think that I'm hiding them, and I'm not. I don't know where they are, and I don't think they want to be found, but they're making moves now after a long time.
Why now?
I don't know. I really don't, truly. And Iris, I don't want them hurting you because they know that I'm still around.
Sure, okay, yeah.
Listen to your sire.
I truly don't. And it's one of the reasons I wanted to get away from you. I don't want any of you to really be in this, but
you just got us all in this.
I'm telling you about it. It's your choice.
What do you expect us to do? We can barely sit in a car together.
I don't know. But I don't have anybody else that, quite frankly, will listen to me.
Are you wanting them rooted out this evening, or are you asking for aid? And is this something we can prepare for?
We absolutely would have to prepare. I don't think...
Thank you.
I think we would be fools to go in and tonight. But it's none of your problems, in a way.
If they're in the lower 9th ward, then it probably just became my problem.
It's absolutely all our problems. His for what he just said, hers for her connection to the Giovanni, and me because you said that you wanted to keep them away and they might find out about me.
Well, if they see that, if they are in the lower 9th ward, which, correct me if I'm wrong, guys, looking at your maps there, it is pretty close.
It's legitimately touching.
It's literally
the
touching the bywater.
Right.
That's why.
Yeah, I thought it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I said that.
If they're there and they see this happening, you would be the first place attacked.
Right.
And then,
I've been looking for a long time, but in recent developments, it behooves me to move faster.
What recent developments?
The Thin Bloods. The fact that they're actually doing something instead of just laying low.
This seems like something we should be talking to the prince about.
We could.
Why don't you want to?
Could do that.
Because he wants to get in her graces before he comes to her with this issue. If we root out the issue before coming to the prince...
Blush of life makes you blush, and he's got it. He's busted. You nailed it.
Huh?
You nailed it.
What?
He's embarrassed.
You basically called him out on exactly what he's wanting.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't like playing their game, but sometimes you don't have a choice. Promise of 1528 or no. Nobody trusts the Giovanni.
I don't trust the Giovanni.
Well, and I'm telling you, there's a reason she's having you decipher those books for her. Find out why you're here. Really.
Well, that's
So do you
really
think...
none of her business.
It's not, but she wants you to hand her the reason. I promise you. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. So do you think that Charity thinks that Persephone has something to do with the Thin Bloods? Because it could point to something that the Sabbat were doing? She thinks there's a connection?
I think if I'm honest with you, I think she thinks everybody in this car is probably Sabbat.
What?
Probably.
I was.
I like A Bug's Life, if possible.
Well,
I was.
considering my sire was.
And Ella Messina was a Giovanni, and now there's a Giovanni back in town.
Okay.
I think this clears all our names pretty hardcore, because we did this without them telling us. But I'm also, forgive me, Lord, fucking insane. So I don't know if this is a good plan or not.
Can I do an intelligence check to see if this is a legit plan or if this is going to blow up in our face?
I think you guys have to do a discussion check and talk amongst yourselves to see if it's something you want to do.
There's not even a plan yet.
I
start there.
Despite
Has the car started moving at this point?
Yeah, we can say it's moving. Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
I think it probably started moving after we
had it out.
Had the the back and forth there. So even though he's crazy, I think we need to. I think we need to do this without talking to the prince as well.
Oh, to get the one up kind of on her?
Yeah, because even though I don't care, he doesn't like playing the game, but I do. I want one up. I want one up on the prince.
He kind of nods, you know.
I guess that makes sense.
I don't want her to be able to take my district away from me that she just gave me because, you know, I didn't do anything about it or whatever she has planned, you know.
Yeah.
And if she gave me the Bywater district because she knew that they were in the lower 9th ward in order to test me if I'm really Camarilla or if I would end up being a Sabbat, like, you know, and Sierra's not a Sabbat now, she's Camarilla, but, you know, as were you're Sabbat, and now you're not, you know, it's a test, then...
It's always a test.
Well, then I'm going to pass with flying colors.
I think we can if we're careful. I can't... There's a book that was Ella Messina's. Y'all heard me mention it before. Mm-hmm. There's a thing called a fetter. I can kind of suss them out if I can get close enough to a building and find it. But I think the Hecata are a bit better at it.
I can find it.
What's this book going to do for us?
It'll let us know where they are because the one known as Metatron...
Didn't you say they had it, though?
Had it, yeah.
Why did he have it?
Wait, I thought Metatron was Lapis. Or is that...
Lapis is the child of Metatron.
Okay.
Metatron's an elder.
Okay.
Why he hasn't booked it for the Middle East lets me know, and that he's got thin bloods, is he's not as old as he says he is, which is why I think we've got a chance.
Why did he have the book?
Elam, I don't know.
Tell me why he had the book.
No roll for bullshitness. He doesn't want to tell you.
Please tell me why he had the book.
Tell her, God damn it!
Well, when that Vicenta disappeared, Ella Messina thought all that was worthless junk. And so he wanted to read it out of curiosity.
Can he read it? It's in Venetian.
I imagine probably not. But it's more about owning something with them. And having something. And I'll be honest with you, I don't think she put much thought into what it was.
So they just wanted to have the book just to have it?
It's a possession thing with them. It's a control. So...
Is it control over Ella Messina or control over Vicenta?
Two sides to the Sabbat. Power. Semiche. Control. It's not about winning with them. It's about controlling.
Oh, if they have the book, they absolutely have control over Vicenta, whether they realize it or not.
Well, she's not around.
So
Yeah, isn't
Vicenta's
Vicenta dead?
missing.
Yeah, she's a wraith, but no one's seen or heard from her in a long time. So, you know.
Why does she matter?
Well, that book was hers, and if she's still a wraith and around, I would imagine it's still a fetter. If it's still a fetter.
And
Why do we care if
And
it's fetter?
Persephone can find the book
If it's a fetter.
Yes.
because you're Hakata, or because you're Giovanni?
Because I'm Hecata. I'm Giovanni by name.
Ig has grabbed your hand and is kind of holding it.
She's holding it back. As a gesture of trust, I will tell you this. The Hecata are made up of many bloodlines.
So you're not all Giovanni?
No.
I thought
Some
it was
of
an
it-
incest fest for a second there.
Well, it is.
Well,
Monkey meme.
she does kind of just like pretty much monkey meme, like, well, why even break into that? There are those of us who predate the Giovanni. I am a Giovanni because that is my family name. I was born into the family. I was embraced into a clan called Clan Cappadocian.
Mm-hmm.
They were the original Clan of Death. Augustus Giovanni, a distant uncle, diablerized, or attempted to diablerize his sire. And they hunted the Cappadocians, according to them.
Whoa! Oh shit!
What the fuck are you
That's
babbling about?
that's a
My
ghost.
dear, I am.
That's a ghost. She's a
What?
ghost. She's a ghost. Whoa!
I know she's pale, but what are you talking? That's
She's
really
a ghost.
rude.
I see the ghost in her.
Ig is holding your hand and he's looking at you like, do I do something?
It's too late.
That's a ghost.
What's going on?
She's a ghost.
Fine then. Allow me to reintroduce myself, Mr. Ducard. My name is Vicenta Giovanni of Clan
shit!
Cappadocian, child of El Messina.
What the fuck?
Wait.
What the fuck? We've been sitting in this car this whole time. You could have just spilled
What?
that.
That's the end of the story. Didn't.
You
Thank
asshole.
you, Erasmus.
Is that Erasmus? That's
I
what
promised her I wouldn't.
Oh, okay. So I just had to sense the unseen.
You
I
did
just
it on
sensed
your
it.
own. You
I
did it on your
sensed
own.
it. I sensed something weird. Shit wasn't adding up. It felt weird in here. I
Thank
had
you
a
for
vibe.
announcing it.
You're welcome. Okay, that clears things a little bit up. Okay, that clears things up a lot of bit, actually.
So
Okay.
this is your book,
Yes.
and they have. So this control is over you.
So that's how you can find the
If-
fetter.
They know what they have, and if they have the means,
Now,
I have the ability to resist. I am a typical wraith. I am more akin, even though I'm not exactly. I'm more akin to what is called a risen.
So that's not your body, then.
It is my body. Now,
But it wasn't your
Ew.
body.
Aren't you like hundreds of years old?
I am 834 years
What
old.
the fuck? Jesus.
How old was Persephone?
When she was embraced,
I don't know. How old is she now?
60 something.
Oh wow. So wait. So you did that in the
Oh no. I'm
60s?
No.
7.
the Giovanni have a practice called the proxy kiss. Every Giovanni that is embraced has a period where they act as a ghoul.
Oh.
So Persephone was one such ghoul. Her mind was a little addled from repeated
Nothing wrong with that.
applications of dominate. The man who would have been her sire, Marco Giovanni, had a penchant for feeding on family members.
So you just took her body?
There was some build up to it.
So you're really so you're 800 years old?
You're older than Erasmus, right?
Yes. And yes.
Who was your
He
sire?
looks at Erasmus in the rear
Ella
view like,
Messina.
Ella Messina was your sire?
Yes.
Oh, God.
Ella Messina would have been over 1,000 years old. Or close to it by the time she died.
Is she dead? Do you know?
So now, I'm sorry about the wards.
Oh, that's...
Now you're sorry.
Now
we
that
can
I know
take
you're
him
not
down?
going to kill us all.
Why would she kill us?
Why?
We're friends.
Are you a Giovanni?
I live in New Orleans, and Ella Messina was going to kill everybody.
Are
here.
you a
Oh,
Giovanni?
come on. Are we all the same as our sires?
No, obviously.
The only
Thank God.
kindred I have killed these last few years have been Giovanni.
Thumbs up.
Yeah, why did you think she was going to kill us? She didn't kill us when I blurted that out. Sorry, by the
Ella
way.
Messina would have.
Fair enough.
And if you were anything, I didn't know you that long.
True.
And if you were anything like her, all I know is you hung around her, guilty by association, and I'm sorry.
You
But
tend to hang around your fetters.
I get it.
Ella Messina was a fetter?
No.
Yes.
Oh. Really? Can that? Okay. Well, and he just kind of feels like he looks like he's just at a loss at this point, and he has this look like, once again, I am in over my head.
Great.
This is kind of where the plan falls apart, I suppose,
Why?
because it's all up to you guys.
I can sense the fetter.
And we need the book to find out where these secret Sabbat are? Is that
It
what I'm
will
gathering?
be difficult. I cannot leave this body. That Erasmus earlier, you accused me of puppetry. That is no longer the case.
Okay. So
This body is mine. There is no trace of the former occupant, but even if there were, I spent years acquiring her memories. There would be no way to distinguish us.
stolen memories. I'm back here, and I'll take it back one day. Just kidding.
We are inseparable. Indistinguishable. If there was anything left of her.
So, she's Persephone, right?
Oh, yeah.
I would prefer it that way. I would prefer you not walk up to the prince and be like, this is Vicenta, this is Ella Messina's child. Yes, Prince Chastity, how is your day going?
Okay, this is going to be hard for me, but I can do it.
Do you need to forget?
Or are
That
you just...
might not be bad.
Or are you going...
No, because she'll do it again.
Or will you look again?
Yes.
Right.
Be like, oh, shit.
In the middle of court.
Yes.
Ah, fuck!
I picture like Channing Tatum in that scene from 21 Jump Street or whatever when he finds out Jonah Hill's fucking the captain's daughter. Oh shit! Persephone is Vicenta.
I would ask that if any of you have any working relationship with those damnable Tremere,
Oh, not me. They hate my guts.
you have
What?
that going for you at least.
Why? Why they hate you?
They got reasons.
Well, you know that guy I talked about who ate a dog and I could smell it? He was a Tremere. He was alright. What's wrong with
Some
him?
of them are okay.
None of them are okay.
Well, now that's racist.
I don't
Well,
care.
he did eat a dog.
I hate it all.
Do you know
Yeah,
what the
and you know how I
Tremere
feel
used
about
to
you.
do, Mr. Casey?
You'll like me. I promise. I'm trying.
She just looks away.
The Tremere are insidious, deceptive beyond reason. They like to take kindred and torture them and contort them, wiping their minds and molding them into a shell of their former person.
You sound like you're describing our Zamiche friends there.
They creating gargoyles?
No,
Hey,
worse
he's
than
got a
that.
gargoyle head.
Yeah, I do. She knows.
Oh,
And you just see tears.
the fuck? You should give her that back.
I'm gonna.
Oh, okay.
We get through this. I'm gonna.
So, if you were a wraith and you were dead, why did you do this?
Do what?
Why did you take Persephone's body?
Because I had a family reunion to attend.
Why are you killing Giovanni? Were they all like Ella Messina?
No. Ella Messina was not like Ella Messina. No. Augustus killed his sire and hunted the Cappadocians to what they said was extinction, although after everything that has come to light, the Giovanni are more bravado than anything. But no, there were some of us who were both Giovanni and Cappadocian. Well, all Giovanni were Cappadocian in the beginning, but there were those of us that did not descend from Augustus. Those that were of a lower generation, very formidable, went underground. And Augustus and his brood couldn't really do anything about it, so they left them be. But those of us who were of lower generation, never mind that we were family and had served the family our entire existence, we were hunted like dogs.
By people like Ella Messina or?
The Giovanni. By our own family. Ella Messina went underground. I was in torpor. And she guarded me.
Oh, wait. You were the second child he was talking about.
No.
She was the first one. Right?
Yes.
I thought the first one was a man.
Maldo.
No, that was the second one, Maldo.
Maldo was the second one. So
Yeah.
the first one had complications and went into torpor, right?
Yeah, and then El Messina made Maldo.
No. Maldo was already created.
Huh?
According to my records.
Well, she said... LaDonna said that...
LaDonna didn't know the whole damn story.
Well, my head hurts now.
Mine too.
No.
So,
And honestly, it doesn't matter.
so the people that are making these shovel heads, they are trying to continue what Ella Messina
Ella
wanted
Messina
to do.
was in line to be Archbishop. It's like a Sabbat prince.
What?
Yes.
No, she wasn't.
It was in the diary.
There was no Archbishop of New Orleans.
She was trying to claim it with this ritual.
She was going to make it a Sabbat city. Yeah. Okay.
She's just shaking her head.
So that's what was in the diary?
There was a lot of interesting things in the diary. I am still ciphering through it.
Well, the offer's still on the table to fill in gaps.
Sounds like you don't know quite as much as you thought, though.
I know some.
As
Hey, you're
always
talking
matters.
to me again.
She just stares at a deadpan.
And he
Aww,
keeps just doing a cheesy grin.
that's sad.
Okay, so the people that are making the shovel heads, are they trying to finish what Ella Messina wanted to do or not?
I think they're trying to do it maybe in a spiritual sense, if not directly the same.
So they're not Giovanni's.
No, they're not making...
No.
They don't have the... I don't... As far as I know, unless there was anything in that book on how to make ghosts.
You make ghosts by killing people, my dear. That is how you make wraiths.
Oh man, I've made lots of ghosts. I mean,
What?
never made a ghost in my life.
Well, I know just enough to be dangerous. I'm sorry.
I can see that.
But no. They make worse things. The wraiths are over there behind what they call the shroud. There's our world and then a world of theirs that looks like ours, but it's not ours. And they can see us and we can see them.
The Shadowlands.
Point, gestures. And they, no, the Zamishe are you ever seen The Thing, the 1980s one?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh.
I have not seen it, but I have encountered a Shemish construct before. It was not a pleasant encounter.
And you're alive. See, I knew I talked to the right people.
No.
Alive.
Well, I've died since then.
But you didn't die from it.
Close.
It's going to be bad. I'm not going to lie. It's going to be hard. We got to be smart about it, or we'll be in trouble. Wherever they're at, it's going to be guarded, and they're going to have made things. They're not being so brazen as to make it look like they used to in the old days, from what I understand. But their building is going to be an enemy.
Like booby traps?
Yeah. They have. It won't be a nice place. It won't be good. It'll be something you probably won't want to remember. But if you get used to this life for long enough, you see a lot of things like that. But if we pull it off, we will all of us be heroes to the Camarilla, and they will. I know they will. They'll owe us.
I don't like.
You have a very optimistic view.
Exactly.
Of
That's exactly what I was thinking.
What? And he just kind of, pauses, and then you see the red tears roll down his face. And he's like, I'm just trying to make it right. I spent so many years being made to do things I didn't want to do. And if I didn't do them, I was punished. And I can't do it by myself. And I've got it. And he just starts hitting himself in the head, and slapping himself. And he's like, and I can't let them get away with it. They can't get away with it. She can't get a fucking away with it. She can't.
Ella Messina.
Yeah, El Messina.
Sorry,
yeah.
That was more of a player.
Yeah, no, and that's fine. Andre can say it, and he kind of, El Messina. But you can tell just by the look on his face, he wasn't talking about El Messina.
Madonna? Lapis?
We should probably figure out. Maybe tonight we could figure it out. Maybe we could drive around and see if something tickles your fancy. We'll just keep on driving. We won't even stop.
What are you going to do? Drive around all of New Orleans?
No.
Just the 9th Ward.
Yeah.
It's a big area, but we could do it.
Okay.
If that's okay with you.
It's his car, yeah.
To start.
Is that what you want to do as a group?
Sure.
I mean, some of us don't really get much of a choice if they got a certain book. That is not exactly who I want to have my book.
All right. So you make your way to the lower 9th Ward. Doesn't take very long.
I would hope not.
Yep. And
204.
yeah, so I'm going to get you to use your power.
Yep, I'm pulling it
And
up.
because it is yours, you get a +2.
Yay!
And so you're driving around slow. Man, this is a bad rundown area. It's sad. I mean, if you've seen any pictures for it, I really feel for the people because after Katrina, it did not get rebuilt, and it shows.
Oh, it's free.
Yeah, no rouse check. Okay. But you just have to roll the pool.
No, I just activate it.
Oh, really?
Let me read through everything.
Okay, well, read through and then tell me.
Yeah.
But yeah, so you see, houses that are just basically foundations. A lot of that, people and just it looks like these poor people have, had it rough, and the neighborhood reflects it. And you make your way past tenement houses, and
just do it.
Okay.
So she closes her eyes, and then she opens them, and you can see, especially since Vicenta has dark brown eyes that you can't really distinguish an iris or anything like that.
So it's just a white eye.
So you actually see a dull reflection of their surroundings, and different objects float by through the eye.
The world looks different to you now. The world looks like you used to walk through it for quite a time. And off in the distance, you see a blue glow coming from a building, a 3-story apartment complex, low rent apartment complex. And you can do with that with what you will.
She notes it. She says, "There's something," because I could be seeing any better.
Do you want to drive closer?
I want Erasmus to make us invisible.
Okay.
And then drive closer.
Alrighty.
That was probably smart.
Go around the block. Nobody can see us.
Yeah.
Make sure I got the right pool. Yes.
I need to reread my powers.
Bam, you invisible.
Cool.
And the car is there, gone. And you can go wherever you want now, unseen. There's not a lot of cars on the road right now. A lot of people standing on street corners talking,
to themselves and
right,
other people.
Right, right. Yeah. It's a lot of people strung out. You notice as you drive, there's a lot of needles on the street. Heroin's a really big problem. There was an opioid epidemic several years ago, and now that opioids have been restricted, people move on to the next thing. And it's in full effect here, which definitely makes sense why the methadone clinic was there.
Well, I want to go closer to the apartment complex if she can figure out.
You drive by, and as you get closer, you notice on the 3rd floor there is a rectangular object glowing from the building. A faint blue glow emanates from it. You feel drawn to it. Like it could be home.
That's it.
Oh, that was easy. How do we get it?
I'll be damned. It worked. I thought maybe I had it down to half a dozen. Yeah. And it's so fucking obvious now. God bless. I'm sorry I'm cussing y'all. Lord, forgive me.
You can cuss.
She's fighting every urge not to just get out of the car and go get it.
But you see the building is, let me get the exact name of the building for you guys. The name of the building is Garden Gate.
Okay.
Garden Gate. Damn it. Shapers of the gates. God, you stereotypical bastards.
So we think these, what are they called?
Semiche.
They're in that building.
It's theirs. If you're seeing it, I trust her. Hold on. And he starts to look too. It's something in there.
It's it. That's it.
Yeah. That's why it was one of them, but I couldn't be sure.
Need me to sneak in there and grab it?
Yes.
Okay.
No.
Oh.
No.
Okay.
They got things that can see and things that you can't tell what to do.
Oh.
Can you hide in the shadows?
They can. Can you see us when we hide?
Yeah.
Then they can too.
And then they can too.
So we can't stealth our way into there. We're going to have to fight them.
All the way, sir.
Is there a way to trick
Question.
them? Or compel them? Or dominate?
Not the Slotchka.
Slotch.
So, how...
Do I want to know what that is?
A ghoul?
With the Shimushe, it's never just a ghoul.
You're right. Instead of arms, they might have pinchers. Or they might have a fly's head and 6 eyes coming off the side of it.
Oh,
and they
Jesus.
can look all around them at all times. Whatever they wanted it to be.
How tall is this building?
3 stories.
It's 3 stories?
Mm-hmm.
And I tell them it's on the 3rd story. That's where it was, right? Okay.
So I have Soaring Leap.
Ooh.
So I can, like...
You can jump super high, yeah.
Yeah, 5 times... Okay, so 3 times your potence level vertically, 5 times your potence level horizontally.
Jesus.
So what's your potence level 2?
Yeah.
So you can jump.
15.
Yeah.
I don't know if 15 meters is tall enough, though. I could
And
probably
it's in meters?
Yeah, I might
That's
reach
30 feet. No, it's not. 15 meters. It's a meter is basically a yard. Every meter is basically a yard. So it's 15 yards that you can jump. Yeah.
So...
I can't math that much.
45 feet.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
You could reach it. Yes.
The top of the building?
Mm-hmm. Just barely,
Yeah.
but yes.
Don't damage the book. We cannot damage
Do
the
we
book.
want to do this tonight?
We may need more intel. I mean, he can leap up there.
Y'all
but
have
who knows
guns?
what's in there? No.
It
No.
probably has guns.
Can we get some guns? We have money for guns.
I mean, he probably has some.
Well, I'm sure we can get money for guns.
Ig has a few.
You already had $13,000 there.
12,000.
Whatever. And I'm sure I have
Not
money.
All of us are
Good at shooting.
right.
We'll get guns for
neither.
those that need to shoot.
I am fairly competent with a scythe.
Can you fight anything?
No, did you say fairly or barely?
Fairly.
Oh, okay. That's better.
Okay, so
Why? Where are you going to get one of those?
I assume you already have one. She is the Grim Reaper after
Maybe
all.
McDonald's, she can super scythe it.
Well, looks like
Still
they're
mad at
getting
you.
along
Still
great
mad
now.
at you.
Okay, so you need a scythe.
Or an axe. Whatever is most convenient.
What does Ig fight with? Guns?
Yeah, I can do that.
Okay.
I can do it, man.
She
So
squeezes his
my
hand.
question is if I can leap, can someone like hold on to me and I could do that?
Hold
or
on,
is
spider
that...
monkey.
No, unfortunately not.
Damn
There are certain abilities that you can transfer powers to others, kind of like what Erasmus did, but unfortunately it doesn't.
And they're
Yeah.
pretty
But I
high
can't
up.
like
Yeah.
I can't like if I did a leap up there, maybe like put not a zip line, but
Now
like,
you
maybe
have
like a
what's
grappling hook.
what's your second dot in potence?
Prowess, soaring leap, and prowess.
And prowess is the physical strength, I believe.
Yeah.
Not the-
Do you have the card?
When activated, add your potence rating to all strength tests.
So and what's your strength right now?
It's a 4.
So you would be strength 6.
Jesus.
You could probably throw somebody up there, but that's up to you.
But that might not have a fortunate outcome.
The person would have to land.
Right against the building.
Throw them into the side of it.
I mean, I could take a rope and jump up there and then tie it to something and you could climb up there.
Yeah.
Erasmus, are these loyal followers of Ella Messina?
Not so much followers as they believe she had a good idea.
What if we burned the the book?
Please do not burn the building.
I know. I was wrong.
What is with you young folk in the fire?
I don't know. I just thought if it's full of vampires.
He's
it's
saying to
easy
get
find.
lit. You're asking to light the building
Oh,
on fire.
get lit
Fire
is-
is not good for our kind.
I know. From personal experience, I know. I shouldn't have said that.
Who are you telling? I got lobbied out into the sun. It is not a pleasant memory.
Anyway, even if we did throw somebody up there and leap up there,
Erasmus, would they be open to meeting with the child of Elamacina as a distraction?
Probably so, if you could
Them-
prove it.
might get you in trouble if the prince got wind of it, though. But how would she?
The prince doesn't come over here.
Yeah.
I have proof that I am not Sabat.
Well, that doesn't help you.
Yeah.
With the prince, it does. And with those that are less knowledgeable about certain organizations, they may mistake it for Sabat.
If you feel up to it, sure. But can we leave?
She
Yeah,
just
we know
looks
where it is
longingly at the...
Unless,
I
Mr.
mean-
Ducard, you want to do it now. If you've got a plan.
We don't have to. No. If we need to get guns and be ready for it, then we can go back. But we're still scouting it right now.
Yeah.
We're still figuring out what the plan is.
Alright.
We could have her go in as a distraction, and then 2 of us or 3 of us come from the roof.
I may...
It avoids the
How-
first and second floor.
How are we getting in the building?
There's no roof access.
Well,
Might be locked.
it looks like there is.
I can...
It's what's on the inside that counts.
I can inquire for some associates to scout ahead in the building.
Okay.
But I doubt she's carrying fetters with her.
Probably
So,
not.
Yeah.
Not at the moment.
Yeah.
What, like some ghost friends to go in there?
Yes.
Ooh.
Oh.
Yeah.
But mind you, they would have to agree. I cannot guarantee that they will help us.
Well, they might still be seen, but I don't know if that bothered them.
If I go and present myself as Elamacina's child, it would be expected of me to carry wraiths with me.
Yeah.
I can take some with me. I can send others to scout ahead. If that is a fetter, and it is, then hopefully the one I share it with will come to our aid.
Okay. Well, we can try.
Are we trying this now or later?
No, later.
Okay.
I don't have no fetters. We ain't got no
Mr.
weapons.
Ducard, can we
Yeah, we can go back.
circle it maybe and then come back?
Yeah.
Let's look at the back and see.
Sure. I thought that's what we were
Yeah,
doing.
so
generally.
yeah,
We're
you
just, like,
you
scouting
make
around.
you make your way around, and there's a parking lot. The thing you notice is there's a lot of cars. A lot of them have a lot of dust, dirt,
Like they haven't moved.
like they haven't moved in a long time.
Bodies in there for sure. You never know.
Once we get this book out of here, we're probably gonna need to burn this place.
The other thing
Just don't
is
burn
if you guys will
book.
give me
Once the
wits
book is gone,
plus
All bets are
investigation,
off.
let me know how many successes you get.
Four.
I got like 1 with a fang.
Okay, that's okay. It's not a nasty,
Yeah.
I
a
got
nasty-
absolutely nothing.
nothing. 4. You guys, you're more focused on driving.
Yeah.
But
I have no
when she
investigations.
points it out, if you do point it out, you'll definitely instantly see it. There are heroin needles all over the street, but not here. Not near this building.
Is this just kind of like reinforcing then that we know this is the building?
It reinforces, since you got so many successes, it reinforces that this is the building and that the people missing are the building.
What?
The people missing are the building?
And then it comes back to you.
Oh, the people that are inside the building have been changed into these things. Got it.
And they may actually be the literal building.
Wait, be the actual building?
It could
How
be.
does that work?
But you would know if it was on the outside, but if it's...
On the inside, like it could just be flesh and...
Yeah,
Ew.
the walls could be made
How
of...
does missing heroin needles tell us that?
Because nobody's using. Everybody else around here is using. Nobody's using. There's dust all over the cars. Ain't nobody coming in and out of this building.
Well,
Right.
They could just be dead.
I
But
bet they wish they're
knowing
dead.
who it is. Yeah, okay, I see now.
Yeah.
Okay, so if we're thinking this building may actually be people, then maybe going to the roof isn't the
Or
best
there's a
idea.
lot of sloshka in there.
Is that what a sloshka is?
I'm probably saying it wrong. It's how do I?
None of us know how to say it.
Szlachta. Schlochta, maybe. Schlochta.
Schlotzky's.
Yeah. That's our new sponsor.
Yay! No rapists go to Schlotzky's, I hope.
Basically, we better hope that... Don't we better hope some of that's the building? Some of them are used for the building?
Yeah. It's
So-
bad. And Erasmus looks really concerned when that's pointed out as well.
If they're the building, does that mean that like hands can reach out and grab us, or is that just that is the
Possibly.
body? We don't
It
have
just
to
depends
worry
on how it was flesh crafted.
about? Oh, okay. Because I was thinking if they're all the building, maybe there's not that many
I
people.
almost
in
just
there.
want to like go trade them and be like, please give me the book and I will give you these.
Give you what?
I don't know. Do you want some bodies? I've got some bodies.
Can they do shit with dead bodies?
Nope.
Oh.
They lack creativity.
We're gonna have to fight these people, right?
Or
I mean, probably.
forgive me, or burn them out.
Do not burn the building with that book.
Yeah, we gotta find a way to get the book out. But I would also like to burn.
Yeah,
it.
how
That
are we
sounds
gonna?
pretty
I mean,
yucky.
I want to burn the building
Well, if
down.
we tell the
but we
Camarilla,
have
they're
to
going to
get the-
burn it. I promise.
Well, then don't kill the Camarilla.
Yeah.
So it's us.
That means guns and shit. Okay.
I'm getting you. I got some money. I'll get you a bulletproof vest.
Me?
Yeah.
I would
Which-
prefer fireproof, but
The head's what to worry about.
I need a helmet too.
Wait, do the people in this? Are we thinking the people in this building have guns too?
They don't need them.
I didn't think so.
How many do we think there are? Do we have any clue?
A lot.
How many cars? And he's counting.
You're assuming that's one per car.
Uh-huh.
If
But
there
I
were
thought
families,
the cars are the
it
bodies,
could
not
be
the
2 to 3
vampires.
per car.
Yeah. 50, 60?
No, I
80?
mean vampires.
80 cars?
So up to
In a 3-story
I
building?
know there's two.
Okay.
I know of two. I heard a rumor that there's a third.
Okay. So
a third what?
vampire.
A third of
Does
his
the meat-
children.
Oh,
Childer.
so we have vampires and the other things.
If I can distract
It's bad.
the kindred.
I'm sorry. I made a mistake.
We've come too far, and now she
we don't
really
have to.
wants
We
that.
don't have to.
We need that book. Everybody said.
Now we
But
don't
you-
have to.
But you've got another one.
But we need the book to find out
You
where the bad
spent
people
all
are.
those years with Ella Messina Giovanni, one of the most powerful necromancers ever to exist, and I know because I've met them all. And you don't know the significance of an individual fetter? He understands that, and he does not work with ghosts.
I get it. I just was hoping you wouldn't care.
If we burned the building down?
I care. I care very much.
Okay. So she'll get sucked out of her body and die if that book burns.
Yeah. I assumed that would probably be the case.
He's projecting. You don't know if he's right or not.
Yeah.
But do you want to find out?
Not really.
So we have no way of knowing. Okay, I think the Ghost Scout thing is our best bet so far. Because we can't move forward unless we have more information on what the fuck is going on in there.
As long as we're hoping that they don't catch wind of something weird going on because a bunch of ghosts walked through there looking at
If I'm
building.
going in, it's expected. They would never believe that I was Ellen Messina's child if I did not walk in with wraiths. What?
We could find out right now.
How?
Why?
Well, do you want to risk one of yours, or?
What, are you gonna walk in there?
I could do it too.
You have wraiths?
No, but he was connected to Ella Messina.
Yeah.
Who?
I don't know if you'd want me to do that to her.
Who?
Iris?
I like to protect her too, though.
Who do you have?
Cassandra.
What
Don't
the
you
fuck?
dare risk my Cassandra!
What?
Wait, he has Cassandra? What?
That was my player in the Wraith game.
Well, no, not her.
Oh. Spit it out.
Pearl.
Oh. Come on.
She likes to do stuff.
Why would I risk Pearl?
Why would you risk the other one if it's tied to your fetter?
Where's Lincoln? Where is
Pearl's okay.
Where is Lincoln?
God.
He relapsed.
Who's Lincoln?
As far as I know, I don't know where he is. I can't find him. He might have moved on. I like to think he moved on. And Cassandra, I mix them up. I get because you said Cassandra's dream, and he starts
Where
to
is
get teary-eyed again.
Cassandra?
She's fine. She's happy now. She moved on. She moved on with her and Preacher. They moved on.
Is he lying? Can I roll for bullshit?
Yeah, you can.
Okay, because if he's lying, I'm going to be upset.
So
Unless the lie is happier than the truth, and then I am.
For the people who don't know, Pearl is a little girl wraith.
Yes.
Lincoln is her brother.
Check out our Wraith game.
Yeah, another cross plug. Comic
Lincoln
book
struggled with, what was it, a harrowing?
Uh-huh.
And then we had to go to the labyrinth and get him out, so if he
Yeah.
relapsed, I'm going to be very sad.
Yes. But these are little children we're talking about. Not Cassandra, but Lincoln and Pearl.
All right, go ahead and roll.
I don't know what to roll.
Oh, wits, or actually, wits.
Okay.
No, composure plus insight.
Okay.
Monica, you can roll it too, and Adam, you can roll it as well if you want to.
Oh. What is it?
Composure plus insight.
2.
Okay,
Where's ins?
it's down the middle.
Got it. 1.
Okay.
2.
Oh, you got 3.
3.
Yeah, the red one.
Oh, that counts as 2?
Uh-huh.
Okay,
Yeah,
sorry,
it counts
I
as well.
forget.
Yeah.
I forget.
You can't tell. Monica, you recognize it, or Iris does.
What?
The madness.
Oh.
He is having a breakdown because there's so much coming at him at once, and he doesn't know the right move to make.
Oh.
And he's starting to panic, and he's starting to get his facts wrong and disjointed.
All right.
And he wants to help, but it's starting to affect
Let's
him.
calm
and
down.
and
It's all good.
He's like worried.
Let's take a step
He's
back.
still scared of her too. You can kind of tell that too.
Well, she just yelled at him about not risking Cassandra, so.
Why don't we just calm down? Why don't we leave and talk about this in my shop or somewhere? Being here is creeping me out. It's giving me the willies.
Why did you hang that chain? What
Yeah,
if
let's take
Pearl
that
had
down.
crossed?
She's not here
We
anywhere
can't talk.
near here.
Leave him alone for now.
And I wouldn't do that to her. and that her fetters are safe. I buried them. Anybody that I have, I buried them, and I promised to keep them safe. That's my responsibility and what I do.
You're damn right it is.
And
Let's calm down. It's all right. Let's go.
And he's like, looks like he's reaching for your hand, but he.
I'm in the front seat.
I know.
Oh, okay.
But
I'll grab it then. It's all right.
And he kind of.
We'll figure it out. Let's just calm down.
I
and
have
talk
to say the
about
right
these
thing, and if you
ghosties.
don't, he'll be mad at you.
I know. You don't have to say anything.
And he starts to kind of hold his head again, And he's like,
You don't have to say anything.
No, I do. And he takes a deep breath and he says, Cassandra's gone. Preacher's gone. Lincoln's gone. Pearl stayed because she wanted to. They moved toward the bright light. And they felt at peace. And they told me goodbye. But Pearl said I needed somebody to watch after me and keep me from the wickedness. And I get reminded from time to time that there may still be a chance for me. And that's who told me to do what I did to Ella Messina and help me through it.
Then we can't risk Pearl.
No. Pearl was never an option.
All right. So we're all good then.
Yep.
Who do you got?
But that's closure for you on something.
It really is.
Okay, so we're gonna have a little ghost girl go in for reconnaissance.
Probably not.
She's really good.
Let me speak with him
Okay.
when we get back.
Okay.
But take your chain down first, please.
Yep. I didn't know what you would do.
You didn't ask.
Would you? Knowing what I know?
Knowing who you were.
Knowing who your sire became.
But knowing I know your sire. Did I act out against you?
Guess not. And he kind of puts his head down.
I feel a little bad about that, but Santa feels a little bad about that.
All right. Mr. Ducard, I'm not trying to make you our chauffeur, but sir, if we could go back and wherever you feel is safe and we could talk.
I was just gonna drive us back anyways to the...
He's already driving back.
Yeah.
He's already made the executive decision.
About this time, your phone very statically rings.
Mm-hmm.
And through the garbled letters on, numbers on there, you can see that it looks like it might be your sire's pager number coming in as a text.
Do you want me to get that for you?
It's a pager number, right?
Yeah, that's what
as
she
a
mostly
text?
does. Yeah, she tries to use phones, but you're getting a text
Oh.
that is the pager number.
Oh, then we don't.
Telling you to call it, basically.
Gotcha.
Gotcha.
Okay. Then I might say, because I don't understand that it's a pager, probably say, oh, sorry. Do you want me to get that for you?
No, I'll call her later.
Okay.
All right, you arrive in short order at the businesses. Where are you guys going?
Well, not to their place.
It's upstairs. You can come to the shop, right? Or
Yeah, 1 second.
Let's send
And
him up to take
Erasmus
that shit
runs in
down.
yeah. And you feel something.
Is
you
he
feel
taking
better.
the ward down?
Yeah.
Okay.
And she goes, it's down.
This is the song Adam always rocks out to, so if you can hear it in the background. So that's what we were talking
And it
about.
always comes in at a moment where we definitely don't need it.
Yeah, I'll actually, for that,
We're cool.
on that note, I'll go to the next thing on
We're
here.
okay.
you didn't know what we were about to do.
Yeah.
No,
So-
we're gonna kick some ass.
Gonna kick that chain's ass. Gonna kick that ward's ass.
So, yeah, you all are huddled together. to discuss your plans. So, discuss.
Is he getting Pearl?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's going.
Alright.
He said he'll do that, and then he'll go where he needs to go to get things.
Because I want to talk to Pearl.
So we're gonna get Pearl to do the.
Well, we're gonna ask. We're gonna ask very politely, and
That's true, 'cause she could be like, fuck no.
yeah, Vicenta is very pro asking Wraiths what they want to do.
Pro consent for wraiths.
Yes, and very anti Giovanni, but
All right. So we can fast forward if you want, or you guys can talk.
I'm cool with that because I feel like the only way forward really is getting a wraith to do this, and whether one will do it or not. So I'm cool with that being the first thing we do.
I mean, it's the only way we're gonna be able to know what's going on inside it without risking one of our lives.
Yeah.
Or Ig or Erasmus or
Yeah.
whoever.
I mean,
so,
I gotta figure out a way to prove to them. I mean, I got the knowledge. If they could fact check it, but we'll worry about that later.
So, shortly, maybe 15 minutes later, Erasmus is back with another box. He opens this one, and there's more money inside it. And so
Iris takes one bill and gives it to Andre for gas.
you have $10 for gas.
wow.
2
thrilled.
gallons.
So he pulls out a silver hairbrush. It looks like it's turn of the 20th century.
Mm-hmm.
And he kind of holds it, and he kind of goes, Pearl.
Does this box have dirt on it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it was buried.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pearl, this is Mr. Casey. I got somebody here who wants to see you. Some folks. We need to talk to you about something. If you can come over here, we'd appreciate it. Then all of a sudden, the lights begin to flicker a little bit.
She's here.
And you hear, Mr. Casey? Just like, sounds like it's from somewhere else. You hear it too.
Cool.
And it goes, I never get used to it. I never get used to it. If you want to fully see, like you can hear things happening, and there's sensations, but you're not getting everything. But you see Erasmus stop, and then he looks over, and if you want to try to see as well, you can too.
Yep. What do I roll?
You just use your sense the unseen.
What is that?
Resolve plus Auspex.
Okay.
Yeah. So you see a little girl in, same for you, in like a Victorian dress. She looks like maybe at some point in her life, she might have been poisoned or something, because she looks very gaunt and sickly. And she looks around and she's like, "Oh, I don't recognize.
Hello.
Hold on." And she steps through, and there is a fucking, for better lack of terms, a fucking little girl ghost in the middle of the room right now.
Hell yeah.
And you see what I just described, and she's like, "Hello, everyone."
Vicenta is just got tears pouring down.
Hey, where did you go?
Enoch.
Why? That's stupid.
It didn't seem so at the time.
Well, you made it out, and you're in a new ride.
So to speak.
Your mom's a bitch, and I'm glad she's dead.
Back at you.
Yeah. Fuck her. And it's a little girl, and you realize, no, this is a spirit that's been around for hundreds, almost 100 years now.
Right. Yeah, so she's definitely more mature than when I knew her.
It's an adult in a little kid's body.
Yeah. And Vicente goes, fuck yours too.
Yeah, I know. Old news. What do you want? And she's looking around the room.
Iris waves at her. Like, hi. Like it's just a kid.
Is this the one?
Huh?
She says to Mr. Casey. Yep, that's her. This is Iris Blackwood.
Hello, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. I'm sorry what happened to you.
What do you mean?
She looks at Casey. You didn't tell her? I will.
Okay.
Well, tell her now, goddammit.
Yeah, tell me now, goddammit.
I agree.
Goddammit.
Well, LaDonna had eaten you and you were going to die. I didn't want you to die.
Oh, that's how I was turned.
Yeah. And she was mean to you. And I didn't like it. And I wanted to give you a second chance. I think you were just doing your job, and I didn't. He's got a good heart, but it was. I'm sorry. I don't wish what you all are on anyone, and I see worse things.
What are you talking about?
Vampires suck.
Not you, Erasmus. What do you mean? Why don't I remember this?
Because she hit you in the head. She didn't like people to know what she was doing. She liked to be secretive.
She's not a shovelhead, is she?
She was gonna be, but I got her out of the pit.
Wow. Okay. Why didn't you tell me before?
I didn't want you to know that you were gonna be Sabat. I thought I would tell you. Time was right. I got you out of here.
Yeah. All right. Well, I need to think about that. We can talk about that later.
But it was... Okay, so I turned you and I put you in the pit.
You put me in the pit?
I had to. She told me.
I thought... Okay. So she knew that you made me. Correct?
She made me make you.
You told me.
I know what I told you. I didn't want you to be a shovelhead.
Maybe next time when you tell me things, you tell me the full truth the first time.
Yeah.
Which is why we're all in this mess. This is what all messes are come from. Is when people don't tell things the first time.
You're right. And he just starts hitting his
Stop
head.
doing that.
I'm stupid. I'm so stupid.
She grabs your hand. Stop doing that. You'll hurt your hat.
You can tell the brim has been bent a lot. Okay, anyway, little dead girl in front of you all. What do you need?
Go ahead, Casey.
I found them. We think we found them. We think we found the keepers of the gate. No shit, really? Where? Let's get those fuckers.
Well, that settles that then.
Don't hurt that book.
Oh, shit. You got a feather in there?
How do you think
It's a word to you, old lady.
I don't know, maybe some ice cream from the train.
Okay, fine. You were always nice to me. But your sire's a bitch.
She's very dead.
Yeah, and she had it coming. I watched it happen.
Aren't the people that we're getting this book from, like, followers of her?
Yeah, that's why I want them gone. Anything I can do to fuck up whatever her legacy was.
Can you get the book out of there?
Oh, yeah.
Maybe.
Thanks.
Yeah, what are you doing here? Are you...
Trying to get my fucking feathers.
Why are you going to complete her legacy?
Why the fuck would I mess with that?
I don't know. You tell me.
I've been in Venice.
Okay.
Here's a
Killing
question.
Giovanni.
All right. Well, then I'll work with you.
So, if you can go in there and get the book, if we burn the place down in our world, will it affect you?
No. It'll just, that building will be there now. It's hard to explain.
You won't get it.
So you can get the book.
Yeah, can she?
No, I can't get it, but I can tell you where it is. I can find out.
I already know
We know
it
where
We already
it
know
is.
where-
We need to
No,
know what's
I mean,
going on in this building.
You want to know what's going on in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I can do that. I can't get that book out.
You never learned the art of embodying and taking things back across the shroud.
No, I never did. I'm sorry. I'm not cool.
No, apparently not. She winks at her.
But I have a really good knack about not getting caught.
That's good.
More than I can say.
And besides, that's illegal. And she winks back at you.
So is this.
Oh, I know.
Good luck getting me out, though.
I don't want to. If you are doing what you say you are, and Mr. Casey vouches for you, I believe it.
Okay, so you can go in there and let us know what's going
yeah.
on.
She steps back from you.
Mm-hmm.
This is Andre.
I know you're working with Agent of Oblivion. Do you even know what you are and what you do?
All I know is that I've been tasked with owning the Bywater District. I'm a La Sombra, and I'm here to get shit done.
Vicenta's behind him and she's just shaking her head no towards Pearl.
He's very young. I'm not really sure what you're talking about either, but chances are he does not know what you're talking about.
The enemy of my enemy is my friend. I'll do it. But don't ask me to come back and do this again, okay, Casey? Not for this group. Especially that one.
Well, Andre has no beef with you, I'm sure. He's just met you.
He doesn't even know what he is or what he does.
So what's the problem?
That's what makes it wrong. It's wrong.
Are you gonna do it or not?
She's going to do it.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Thank
do
you.
it. All right, go bury that again. We have a deal.
Sweet.
She, tips her.
Bye, Miss Vicenta. And she acts like her old self.
She
Jesus
laughs.
Christ. And she walks off. She lights up a ghost cigarette. Joking.
Are you still such a shitty reader?
See, Dick, run. Run, Dick, run. And she disappears.
Alright, that's one step of the plan down.
She didn't mean nothing by it, Mr. Ducard. They just see things a little different than us is all.
It's fine. I'm sure I'll learn in time.
And,
I can't kick her ass anyway.
Vicenta goes,
Maybe.
With the Oblivion powers, maybe.
Don't tell him that.
Uh-oh.
He'll start talking shit to every ghost he sees.
Yeah.
Get fired.
Vicenta, if you would like an explanation, Mr. Ducard, I can provide one.
I don't need one right now. We need to get this book.
All right, so I'm going to take some of this money and I'm Mr. Jonathan Norrell.
Oh, I love that book.
See? I guess that's what it's a book.
Mm-hmm.
You think anybody will believe this? And it's an ID that is obviously fake.
No.
I gotta buy a gun.
Let me get Winston.
Okay?
I'm sure he'd be able to help.
Yeah.
We need something they can't trace. You know what I mean? Like, the numbers are filed off thing.
I mean, he's been good for everything else that we've needed. I'm sure I can at least ask him to see if he can do it.
All right. Yeah.
What else has he done for you?
Yeah, who is this guy?
I love when y'all take these player knowledge jabs at each other.
We all keep our secrets.
Fair enough.
All right, then. Well, when we get intel and we figure this out, we'll go in.
Okay.
But for now, the sun's going to be up soon, so let's all get home and get some rest.
Okay.
Yeah. And I have to call Sierra.
Yep. Mm-hmm. All right. So you drive off. What are you doing?
She's looking down, scuffling her feet. And she says, okay, let's go to bed.
And he kind of follows behind you about like 6 feet. You know, just kind of cautious, you know, because he knows he's pissed you off tonight.
Mm-hmm. She's got some complicated emotions that I don't know if we have the time to go into right now.
Sure.
So we might wait till next time.
Sure. I figured we would.
Okay.
But, yeah, you shuffle in. And, were we in your building? Your offices? Or, no, we were upstairs in hers. Yeah.
No,
Yes.
not upstairs.
We're
he
downstairs.
just went up and
Yeah,
took him
and
down.
took him down
And then
went
I
downstairs
assumed
and
we were in my shop.
Okay,
Okay.
that's fine. Yeah, sorry, audience, we didn't clarify that. So that's where they were the whole time. Go back and reimagine. So you head to your place, and it grabs the door for you, and holds it.
Oh.
When they get inside, she gives him a really big hug because she's really appreciative of him looking out for her.
And he hugs you back.
And she tells him, whatever you want to know is yours to know.
And he whispers in your ear, why do I dream of flying?
And
we'll leave it there.
Yeah.
I know what that means.
Yeah, she did.
Nobody else does.
Meanwhile, back in the car, the scratchy phone finally clears up when you get a full 5 bars. And even then, it sounds like you have 1.
Yeah.
But you do manage to reach Sierra, and she's on speakerphone, stepped well away from the device.
Great.
I'm sorry. Okay, I got it.
Yeah. And that's kind of what you hear, that sound like we get on our recording sometimes when the phone comes through.
Yeah.
Till she steps back enough, she's like, okay, all right. Well, how did everything go with the negotiations?
We have one tenant who is willing to completely change her building to be more gentrified in order to get us to fix the area up. And then I still have ongoing negotiations with the tenant in the funeral home. But we're gonna figure something out with that. Maybe a ghost tour. I think it's a stupid idea, but we'll figure it out.
If it gets people in the community there, shit does fly in New Orleans, as dumb as it is.
Maybe it could work then.
Well, knowing a damn Hecata, they'll put a ghost out there.
Yeah, I feel like that was the plan.
Yeah. Got a ghost in there already.
I'm sure she probably
just make
has
sure
ways.
it's not a Masquerade Breach Central, and it'll be fine.
Okay.
I'm proud of you.
Well, thank you.
Good job. I didn't think they would budge, but it seems that things were chosen correctly, I suppose. So.
Well, as La Sombra, we do have a way of asserting authority when we have it.
And you have it. Well, I guess I'll see you in a moment.
Yeah.
Yes, just one moment. Okay. Yes. We have a guest who would like to speak with you too. We don't have long because the sun will be up soon. But they would like to meet with you.
Okay.
Is that okay with you?
I mean,
It's the seneschal.
the what?
I can't remember which one.
That's
that
the
was,
right-hand
Dutch
man of the
or-
prince.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
It's a Tremere.
Oh.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Fuck the Tremere.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, excellent. I'll tell him. He said yes. There.
Is that like a vampire invitation sort of thing? Like,
It's just formality
okay.
type thing. You could tell, like, she was like, why are you bothering asking? You're already in the house type talk.
Yeah,
you
that's
know?
kind of what I was wondering.
I love it. Get sassy with him.
So off you go to meet this individual you've only seen standing in front of or next to a chair, as apparently Sierra's sire was beheaded right in front of you.
He doesn't know that. I didn't tell him, though.
Right. That's true. That's right. So,
That will come, though.
yeah. So this guy, rewind what I just said, put the words back in the mouth. This guy was beheaded in front of you. You know, it's the only time you've ever seen this guy. Now you got to meet with him.
Wait.
What?
No, not the guy that was beheaded. The guy observing the beheading.
Oh, okay.
He was just
okay.
present at the beheading.
Yeah,
Okay,
Okay.
gotcha.
I was so
Because you just said he was beheaded.
I know. I was
got
like,
really
holy
confused.
shit! Whoa!
It was a nice day for a white beheading. And
Got
he
it.
was there. So,
Got it.
yeah, you'll find what that's about next time we play. But for now, we will wrap up this chapter of our story. Adam, since you were on the chopping block, we'll go with you first for favorite moments.
It's probably a mix between Erasmus talking with Vicenta and then the ghost girl showing up.
Okay. D.
Pearl. And also, getting, I guess, learning about Cassandra and all that. And
Getting that closure.
yeah.
I'm going to give you a point of willpower back because even though you didn't have it on your sheet, that is I feel like that's a pretty big, fulfilling event in your life.
Yeah. I would say so.
Monica, a couple questions for you because you've had a lot of time to stew on all the exchanges that are going back and forth. The first one was favorite moments.
Probably, I guess, kind of the chaos in the car and just how we're like begrudgingly almost working together and just how that came to fruition with Casey being like, okay, here's what's going on, and we kind of talked it through and like, why does this matter to us? That was kind of cool.
Yeah. And the other is, what is she thinking about Casey as she drifts off into slumber in this situation? I know she's got a lot of complicated emotions, but can you expand on it?
Pain. When she heard his plan and his like reason for being here, it made her feel like second fiddle, and that's because her life has been revolving around who is he? I gotta find him. And then he's like, oh, here I am. By the way, here's a mission we have to do, and how convenient that your next door neighbor is actually who I really need to talk to. So for her, that really...
Ooh, I didn't even see it from that point of view.
So for her, she's trying not to feel that way because she still has affection for him. She doesn't want him beating his head in and shit. And she wants to be able to help. But her feelings boil down to, this is all I have. And this is all I did have. And now the world is getting bigger around me. And I don't know if I like it or not in the way it makes me feel.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Mm-hmm. Does it help? Do you believe him when he says that he's doing all this for you?
I don't know yet. I think he probably believes it. I don't know what Iris... I don't know. I don't know yet. Yeah.
You still feeling like the meeting your internet boyfriend phenomenon? Where you're like, who is this guy?
A little bit. Yeah. Mainly, it's kind of a sadness, too, of like, I've just been waiting for this, and it's not what I expected, and what have I been doing with my life or unlife, where he has all these plans and shit, and I was just waiting around for him. So she's kind of reflecting on that.
And you were drunk and depressed on top of it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah,
And people
I
were
forgot
fighting
about
in the
that.
car. She
Yeah.
was not having a good time.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Fair enough. Well, hopefully you'll have a better night the next night.
We'll see.
We will. And on that note, we will find out what happens next week. And until then, this is GM Tuck wishing you all a good night. Have a good one, everybody.